To me, football was kind of the best bits of all the other sports rolled into one. You've got the athleticism of these giant basketball players. You've got the tackling of Australian rules football or rugby. You've got these spectacular catches and all this sort of thing, all kind of rolled into one. And for me, coming from an exercise science background and starting as a strength and conditioning coach, to me, it was another form of great human movement. How can you tweak a skill and make that player move better, or run faster, or throw that ball just a couple of inches further to make the perfect throw? That's kind of the way that I got into the sport. And then the strategy and the X's and O's, that kind of came later. And that's also fascinating in the chess match and the coaching game plans and how you prepare against an opponent, things like that. I actually coached for 10 years before I played. And that is a very unique experience in itself. For any coach who's ever gone back out and played some social basketball or something like that, you can't really get the coach out of your own head. I was lucky to play in the Women's World Football Games in Orlando, Florida, and that was a really cool experience because I wasn't my own coach. I was able to have new coaches come in and really help me. And then when I went back to Australia to play, to have the opportunity to be a woman in the sport who understood kind of what was happening and kind of help as a quarterback coach the team and really help women experience the sport sometimes for the first time. That was a really cool thing as well. Playing in itself is really important, but at the end of the day, coaching is teaching. And there are people that teach math in high school that were not mathematics professors, and if you're a really good teacher and a really good communicator, and you understand the topic that it is, if you can get the message across and get the players to execute, that's the most important thing. Being the first doesn't necessarily mean the only or the last. There are so many other women coming through that I hope I'm not the first for very long. It's kind of surreal that all the attention that this gets, but it's great for the program, and it's really an exciting time to be at Brown. NFL Women's Forum that I've been a part of, one of the most incredible things is walking into a room full of women who are involved in football and who love football, and you're playing women's football, you're surrounded by that as well. So there are so many women out there, and when you walk into those rooms, it's very clear that women belong in this sport, and that we have something to contribute, and also that we have support around us. We have both men and women that are really, and Coach Perry is a great example of that are willing to look at the 100% of the population to find the best candidate to help the team. And we're really building something, being the start of a new era of Brown football and playing fast. And we got a lot of snaps of football last year, and we scored a lot of points, and we're going to score a lot of points this year. And I couldn't think of a more perfect fit to come back and be a part of that. Quarterback room is incredibly talented. Obviously with EJ Perry last year breaking so many records, he's going to break a lot more again this year. And as a quarterback room, our job is to really build, and we're going to win a lot of games and score a lot of points and play a lot of football. So that's the really exciting part for this season. Obviously coming into a new team, it is an exciting time. There's a lot of energy, and we just got to build on that and really kind of move forward. And like I said, we're going to win a lot of games and score a lot of points. It's going to be fantastic. I think every time you step out on the field, your goal has to be to win. You go out to win an Ivy League championship, and what that means, we get a lot of great former players and alumni who come in and tell us what it means to win an Ivy League championship. And obviously Coach Perry has his own Ivy League championships, and he reminds us all the time that that's what we're aiming for. And that's something that we're going to go out and we're going to win an Ivy League championship.